October, Smoky Lake, Alberta, transforms into the ultimate battleground for oversized vegetables, where pumpkins don't just sit around looking pretty, they take a one-way trip straight down from the sky. And this year, the madness reached a whole new level. For the first time ever, 2 pumpkins, each weighing a jaw-dropping 1,600 pounds, were lifted into the heavens, preparing for a gravity-fueled spectacle of destruction, unlike anything the festival had ever seen. To put that into perspective, each of these pumpkins was heavier than a grand piano, a grizzly bear, or a full-grown moose after an all-you-can-eat buffet. If Cinderella's fairy godmother had turned one of these beasts into a carriage, it would have needed a full V8 engine and a reinforced suspension just to roll down the street. But these pumpkins weren't destined for a fairy tale ending. No glass slippers, just a violent, squashy demise. As the massive cranes hoisted the pumpkins into the sky, the crowd roared in excitement. People clutched their pumpkin spice lattes a little tighter, and one particularly enthusiastic grandma screamed, "Send them to space!" Kids watched in awe, unsure if this was a science experiment or a pumpkin apocalypse. Phones were locked, loaded, and ready to capture the carnage, because this wasn't just an agricultural event. It was a full-blown pumpkin demolition derby. For years, the Grand Pumpkin Drop had been the highlight of the festival, with a single enormous pumpkin meeting its final fate. But this time, festival organizers decided that 1 pumpkin wasn't enough, so why not drop 2? Twice the weight, twice the impact, twice the flying pumpkin guts. This was about to be the Super Bowl of squash destruction. The moment had arrived. Silence fell over the crowd. The countdown began. 3, 2, 1, drop. And just like that, gravity took over. The 2 massive pumpkins plummeted toward the ground at terrifying speed, hurtling toward their inevitable splattery fate. If pumpkins could scream, these 2 would have been begging for mercy. But there was no mercy in Smoky Lake, only gravity. The first pumpkin hit the ground like a meteor, detonating on impact, and sending a shockwave of seeds, pulp, and pumpkin carnage flying in all directions. It was a full-scale pumpkin explosion, the kind of destruction you'd expect from a Thanksgiving dinner gone horribly wrong. The second pumpkin? Oh, it had plans of its own. It landed just slightly off-center, creating a wave of pumpkin guts so powerful that it drenched the entire front row of spectators. People were laughing, screaming, and dodging flying pieces of squash like they had just walked into an action movie. One unlucky man took a direct pumpkin hit to the face,